We've lived here for 30 years, retiring in 1987. I moved here at the start of 1987. The house is designed for our age group, or older age group. I have a workshop which I have made a lot of use of over the years until recently, where sharp tools and thin blood do not mix. We are reasonably self-supporting with water. We have tanks. We have an underground well which dates from the 1890s. But 90 years ago, I lived in various places in Hawthorn. I don't remember very much about living at Goodall Street. There was a photo I pulled out the other day of myself on a tricycle, and I thought, I can't remember that tricycle. I can remember a gramophone there, it was one of these wind-up ones. I can remember running away from home. I was going to run up to my grandparents, and I got as far as the fish shop in Auburn Road, just before Burwood Road. And my mother caught me, which I suppose how far is that? A few hundred metres. I can remember Dad must have been, I don't know where it was with Dad, but we had a Morris Cowley car, and I remember coming down Dandenong Road at 40 miles an hour, and I went home, and when we got home I told Mum we'd been 40 miles an hour, and Dad got a ticking off from Mum for going so fast. What else can I remember? There's a photo of myself there with a yacht in a pond which we had, and I can't remember the pond. We lived with Mum's parents. That was Depression years, and Dad's office wasn't bringing in money, so we lived there. And Verona, we had the tennis court, we had a croquet lawn, there was a live-in maid, and there was a full-time gardener. So I went to Preshill, Carey and Scotch. So Depression years, if anything, I probably benefited in a way because I had a grandfather who taught me a bit of carpentry. I had 3 years in Carey's junior school and 2 years in their senior school. So I had 5 years at Carey before I went to Scotch. Creswick did me a lot of good. Redeemed my self-esteem, I suppose, from having failed matric at Scotch. I coped at Creswick. And it was a good bonding. After you live with people for 3 years, you form pretty close bonds. I think there are only 3 botany students in the 3rd year. There were about 4 of them, I think, so we were thrown on top of each other. We had a whole year because Mum failed that botany there, and she had to repeat the year, so we had the 2nd year. We were doing botany together the whole year, and we were involved with each other that year. Some of the foresters had a good day that day because they'd been to Alan's wedding in the morning and came straight on to mine. Frank Wright organised for us to visit the Snowy Mountains Authority during our honeymoon. And I don't think we were particularly keen to do it, but anyway, we did it. We had VIP treatment there. We became really good friends. I did a timber assessment at Orbost up on the Yami Road, about 10 miles at the back of Orbost, and you then put your chains on the 4 wheels to get into the camp. It's an old settlers block originally. We had an old hut on it, which we used as a messing hut. And we had 3 tents. We burnt the hut down one night, putting clothes too close to the fire. It was a challenge having the first district, I suppose. I had 1 million acres and a couple of bulldozers and a few small sawmillers and a handful of men. That's about what it was. And a very fiery district. I learned how to fight the bushfires. Red gum and cattle and water management. I was enjoying Barmer at the moment. I'd only been there 2 years and I was just beginning to, feel I was getting on top of the job, and I was moved. We used to enjoy going up into the Snowy Mountains, particularly in the winter time. We used to play in the snow there. I didn't want to come to the city. Mum was never altogether happy in changing houses every few years and country living, and we knew education for family would catch up on us in the country. Forest Commission was setting up then the Forest Environment and Recreation branch, and I was fortunate enough to get a job there, and that's where I stayed for the rest of my career. We wanted a place to get away from at weekends. Must have spent a lot of weekends down there because it was all hand clearing, it was all axe, and it was just a gravel road. There might have been six houses in Lake Tyers or thereabouts. We built the hut, used a tent, a 12x12 tent, and the house we didn't build till 1977. A bit of local preaching, that's about all. They were dependent on, there were about 4 or 5 of us, I think, who used to take services in these country churches. I did a course in wood design at 2 or 3 years. I enjoy making things. We've enjoyed our travelling in the past, seeing new places. I think one of the best holidays we had was probably the scenery and relaxation was the Norway coast. We've got no personal problems. We're all able to come together and enjoy each other's company, and there's no family stresses. We're blessed when you see so many families have feuds, they can't talk to each other. We're very grateful that you all get on together and can do things together if you have to.
to my beautiful husband, happy 90th birthday, and thank you for a lovely life together.
Hi Stuart, wishing you a very happy 90th birthday from where we are on the beautiful Fraser Island.
Happy birthday, Stuart. Thank you for everything that you've done for us as a family.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Hi Dad, happy birthday from me and Arthur, who you can't see at the moment.
And happy birthday from me and the girls. This is one of them. They've given you lots of eggs. And she says pluck pluck.
Happy birthday Stewie! We love you. Thank you for having us over today. It's been wonderful. We're grateful for everything you bring to our lives.
Can't wait for a sloppy kiss on the cheek soon. Mwah!
Happy birthday, Stuart, from us here in the Clifton Hill Hood. Have a fantastic day.
Have a great day.
Hello Stuart, on this lovely fine day. You're a very warm, hearted, kind man and has been very dear to us in our many years of being here now. Have a wonderful day. Love from all of us.
Happy birthday, Stuart!
Hip hip! Hooray!
Stuart, 生日快樂！
Sukhsan Wangat.